Hello, my little friends. Welcome to Storytime with Lisa, your Storytime fairy godmother. Come with me. Today we will go on a little voyage to explore the magical story of Snow White. Long ago, in a kingdom nestled among snow-capped mountains and whispering forests, there lived a gentle queen who wished with all her heart for a child. One winter day, as she sat by a window framed in black wood, she pricked her finger while sewing. 3 drops of red blood fell upon the white snow outside. Gazing at the sight, the queen whispered a wish, that she might have a daughter with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. In time, her wish was granted. A beautiful baby girl was born, and she was named Snow White. The queen's joy was great, but it was short-lived, for she soon fell ill and passed away. The king, lonely and needing help to rule the kingdom, married again. His new queen was strikingly beautiful, but her heart was cold and proud. The new queen owned a magical mirror that could speak the truth. Each day she stood before it and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And each day the mirror replied, "You, my queen, are the fairest of all." Years passed, and Snow White grew into a young girl of extraordinary beauty, kind, graceful, and loved by all. One day, when the queen asked her usual question, the mirror answered differently. "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen's heart burned with jealousy. She could not bear the thought of anyone surpassing her beauty, least of all her stepdaughter. Determined to be rid of Snow White, she ordered a huntsman to take the girl deep into the forest and end her life. The huntsman led Snow White into the woods, but when the moment came, he could not carry out the cruel command. He told Snow White to flee and never return. Heartbroken and frightened, Snow White ran through the forest, weeping until she stumbled upon a small cottage. Inside, everything was tiny. Tiny beds, tiny chairs, tiny plates. Exhausted, Snow White lay down across the 7 little beds and fell asleep. When morning came, the owners of the cottage returned, 7 dwarfs who worked in the nearby mines. They were surprised to find a stranger asleep in their home. When Snow White awoke, she told them her story. Moved by her kindness, the dwarfs invited her to stay, warning her never to open the door to strangers, especially the queen. Snow White happily kept house for them, singing as she cleaned, while the forest animals gathered around her. For the first time since leaving the castle, she felt safe. Back at the castle, the queen consulted her mirror and learned that Snow White still lived. Furious, she disguised herself as an old peddler woman and traveled to the dwarf's cottage while they were away. Pretending to sell beautiful apples, she tempted Snow White. Forgetting the dwarf's warning, Snow White accepted one. The apple was poisoned. At the first bite, Snow White fell to the ground lifeless. Believing her dead, the queen fled triumphant. When the dwarfs returned and found Snow White, they were overcome with grief. Unable to bury her, because she looked as beautiful as ever. They placed her in a glass coffin, keeping watch day and night. Time passed, and one day a prince traveling through the forest saw the coffin. He was struck by Snow White's beauty and learned her story from the dwarfs. As the coffin was lifted, it was jostled, and the piece of poisoned apple fell from Snow White's throat. She awoke as if from a long sleep. Snow White and the prince fell in love. She returned to the kingdom, where the wicked queen was punished for her cruelty, and peace was restored. Snow White ruled with kindness and wisdom, remembering always the friends who had saved her. And so, with love, courage, and goodness, Snow White lived happily ever after, teaching all who heard her story that beauty of the heart is the greatest beauty of all.